Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Whew. Mods, can you do me a favor? So if somebody comes in, just go ahead and knock them out. I don't know really what else to say. I'm not going to look at the chat. This one over here. So I wanted to explain the text because I know that that's like the big, huge thing. And I wanted to explain why I did it. So I talked to somebody. Anyway. Whew. Welcome back from your break. Awesome. $71 people. Nothing changes. Okay, so the reason that well, first of all, hold on. All right, so I was looking at Reddit today and I saw this scammy thing and Jen and Patricia are going to die, whatever. Okay, cool. Got it. So I'm looking at my geological city, which everybody knew at the time it was me, right? Hey, Chi. And so I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my God, I'm looking at my own comments. And I was like, oh my God, no wonder you guys got so mad at me. Okay. So I'm talking to Clint and that was funny, Jenna, not surprising from anyone. I bet John called or had somebody call you. Definitely not inquiring cunts. It's nice to see you. Can you get that person timed out? You guys just start filing in like the little roaches you are. Okay. Let me get my chapstick. I'm sorry, guys. I always forget everything because I get so freaking nervous. Where is it? Oh my Lord. Fantastic. Hold on. Sheesh, I can't keep on to anything. No freaking wonder I get on your guys' nerves. I'll get on my nerves too. Oh Lord. I think I'm the most unprepared person ever in the world. Dove Kitty, how have you been? Here's the thing. It's nobody's going to listen to me, or at the end of the day they're not going to listen to me, so I just have to prove it to myself and I guess y'all. And okay, so this is what happened. Should I have deleted everything? Obviously you guys know, but here's the thing. So John was, I guess, pissed off. I guess him and KK and him and KK fell out. Apparently, him and Jules have fallen out. So I go in, if anybody was in there, and he's what was he doing? He was fighting with KK about something, right? So I go in, and he didn't even know about the way that KK knew me and Clint. So I go up on panel. Okay. So first off, he was already pissed off at them. Okay. So I don't understand this. So he was already mad at them. Your kitty passed away. I'm sorry, honey. You can hit me up if you need to, hon. I'm sure it's very confusing for you. Okay, so I went up there with him. We had a good time. I thought everything was fine. Me and Brooke were up there, talking about stuff, and I dropped down, and then I go back out of, go back into the other room. So I put the text out because, yes, and he puts people's texts out too. Let's not act like he is, he said some atrocious things like myself, and I'm just going to call it out because this is what me and him do. But so he does this live and he's like, oh, I want to apologize to Sophie and, the other person I'm not going to bring up or my life will be threatened again. And I'm like, and then he looks down and I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, so you're apologizing to them, right? So I'm like, what am I, chopped liver? Because like he lets everybody get away with everything. Like I've never posted his scrotum. And I just always felt like I apologize for the pictures. I've always said that I was sorry about the pictures, but I feel like that he apologized because, and I hadn't even looked at the text at that point. So yeah, we're very sorry, Dove. If you need anything, let me know. So I was thinking today and I'm looking at the text and I said, well, look at this. Cause I wasn't reading all of it. I don't do that. You guys know I'm a moron because I would have put that shit out last night. Right. And honest to God, like I look at it and he's talking shit on both of them. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you haul me off to the side and say, oh, if anybody was in Dudley's room or something, then I see this text where somebody's sticking fist in different places. So let's just say we're sorry about that. So he had already, well, if you're in Dudley's room, that's the nail in the coffin. Okay, cool. Right. So then, and I started to feel bad at that point. But then it was just like he looked down. I'm like, oh, bro. Yeah. But it's very weird that the night before he was all pissed at them. So he was sorry the next day, but the night before he had already said that. He was like, the whole, taking fist and putting it anywhere. And I don't know where. So he said that. And I was like, wait a minute. So then I get blamed because I'm getting blamed because John's mom is being gone after by Brett and AC. Right? So I'm like, okay. And then I get blamed for that. And I'm like, wait a minute. Brett and AC roll with 2 Wells and K to the K. So they were already mad at him. So then I get blamed for that too, right? Then I get blamed for the order of which Maria and John went to court. That's my fault because I through Maria 4 funerals, knew what was going on. And he said the ghost of Maria, which I didn't even know about until after I got out of jail. So that was also my fault too. So, there's a reason why I put them out because he treats me like garbage. And I don't know, I'm sure people are going to see this because so I posted it, talked to somebody. I get the blame for everything. Right? And he goes over to AC's, right? And you know how it's always been, Jen, John and everything. He didn't ask me to go over there. He didn't. But I heard how AC was talking to him. And as I always am, I go over and I even text him and said, and he goes, Jesus, Jen, he told me not to go back up. I did. Because I know how it feels to have that little asshole to go after people. So I go up there because I could tell John, he was just getting upset. And I know that he has degrees and I just know. And I was just like, fuck it. I go up there and you know how that went. And I text him because I felt bad and I didn't see anybody go up there to help him out. And I know how it feels because at one time, but so we're texting. He's like, Jesus, Jen, don't go up there. And then he made the comment about deadly, but I didn't read the middle part of it. And thank God I didn't, John, because had I done that, then those two women would be really, really mad. Now, Sophie covered me. I knew that would happen, but I would have already outed that. Y'all know how I am. So to be honest, I don't feel entirely bad for putting him out because he's put other people's texts out. And I told this person, I said, he gets away with murder. I never do, which I looking at it now, I do because I deleted every single video, wanting everybody to feel bad. And I shouldn't have done that because guess what? Now AdSense is all messed up. So once again, I did something impulsive to get people to feel bad. Well, that didn't work out. But that's why I did it. Wow, that feels good to get that off my chest because the other stuff, when does he go up on anybody's panel? He never does. And to be honest with you, and it's nothing against Brooke. I don't know where Brooke is. I never know where her and I are. But he's always like, I miss Brooke. I miss Brooke. And again, they have a close relationship. I get it. But it's like, I almost feel like, why do I want to try to impress somebody that I feel like isn't there for me? And they try, and I was told, oh, he was sticking up for you. No, he wasn't. He was already attacking them. He just didn't want to have all this heat on him. So just throw it on me. And those two women don't like me. So I'm an asshole. Like, I really watch him. And like, honestly, he does not give two shits about me. I don't know who you are. Jen, you made things worse going up there and really had no business doing so. I was watching the whole time. Well, I did go into his room. Or are you talking about going up on ACs? I feel like I could have done different. Like I went up on panels to help other people out for sure, but there is no but. Would I do it again? No, definitely not. So no, I really don't feel bad. He's done some despicable fucking things like me. Yes. You were just defending me. I appreciate that. But I would like to say him and I don't want to have everything in common with him. I think that I do. And I've always looked up to him. And I, for the most part, have stuck up for him and not even a thank you. And because I guess I didn't tell him that I was doing it, but he definitely seemed like we were okay. I don't think anybody else was on the phone with him all the time. I was defending you at first and I was telling you to shut up already because you were making him look weak. I can't see. I just see your guys' handle names. So I'm getting different. Okay, hold on. Oh, sorry. Okay. Petty on purpose. Ma had a flu. Okay, hold on. Was that silk print that's in here or just me? I think it's silk print. No. A fungus amongst us. Well, to be honest with you, I don't really know who you are. To be honest, I'm sorry that you feel that way. To be honest with you, I wish you would give that same energy to other people. I mean, I do. We've all shown text. I don't. I regret going up there, and I didn't say anything about Sophie, so why did she cover me today? He's not friends with Sophie any more than she's not. If he can apologize, he was being fake about it yesterday. I don't care what anybody says. And that's why I get mad, because I get treated differently. And I told Julie that today. But I have seen him. I didn't delete that person. I don't want to be gatekeeping anymore. Yes, it was fake. Because I can listen to anybody that's come. Listen, I'm not saying that one person's better than the other. Okay. I just listen. When somebody says, "Oh, well, you did," no, I did not start that, and maybe I shouldn't have gone up there. It made it worse. I guess it didn't help it, but he didn't seem like that was. He said Jesus, Jen, and in the text, he's like, "Oh, if you want to get them, then say this." I could have said that, John, and oh my God, would I not be in some shit? But it's okay for him, bro. You said that. Because my daughter's stepmom was commenting on there. To be completely honest, I deleted it because my kid's mother was in there commenting, and I was trying to be as polite as I could, because I'm really trying to clean shit up. Whether you guys believe that or not, I don't really care. She's part of my life, and I really don't want to mention her again. If you want me to read it, I can. I'm sure he's going to read it. Actually, tonight, he'll probably show every text, and that's fine. I don't care. For years, and you know, the thing is I act just as bad as he does. I remember Clint even telling me all these years, John, Clint would freaking give you money. And do you know what Clint said? I don't think John has ever hearted it. Not one time. And not to say that I don't do that shit. I get people that message me. Right. Spokesperson. No offense, but I'm not dealing with you worky-verse people. I've been a part of this community. I got way more stuff to worry about. Okay. So you're gone. Jen, you messed up his sympathy griff. That's why John's mad. I wasn't aware it was a sympathy griff. I wasn't trying to be a dick. I was trying to protect him. And I don't know why anybody thinks that I wouldn't. And I was pretty surprised that, and I really was like, oh my God, I'm canceled. I can't, I can't do this. My family's watching, and I'm done. And, I got people threatening me, like Missy, we'll put you in jail. And, it's like, why do I get scared about what people say? Why do I do that? So if anybody knows me, like when I knew I had to quit smoking, I didn't smoke cigarettes anymore. And I'm about to the point now, and I told my husband, if I don't put my foot down about shit, I'm going to be a laughing stock. Like if I feel like I got to cry, I'm done. Because that is some victim ass shit. I should not be showing that. And people love that. So I'm not doing that anymore, because that's what all my friends are saying is stupid. How sweaty?
Yeah. It's the same she likes her treat.
I think y'all just say shit to piss me off, and then I got to make it freaking worse by responding. And I know that. But honestly, I'm just so bored about the male community and AC and all them. Like, honestly, it's never going to quit. So if I don't mention them, hopefully they just go on. Jules is going to keep doing Jules. Maria's going to keep doing Maria. They're always going to come on. I'm probably going to have to do something with my comment section, because I can't keep you women off of it. So you're never going to quit. I'm not going to be scared about stuff. Here's what was said. And if I mention somebody's name, please don't threaten my life. Yeah. It's just the point that I could have said what he said. So I'm not going to look at this. I know that I made it worse. I know for a fact I made it worse. However, he is not an angel in this either. I personally do not obviously everybody was graping everybody, but it's my fault that the order, why is that my fault? I threw Maria 4 funerals. He responded. I didn't say, hey, respond. I was too busy shaking what God gave me. So I got blamed for that. Like, I don't get it. But I did notice yesterday, he was like, is Jen live? And he looks down and it just, I don't know if he was frustrated. I don't know what it was. But I don't think in this situation, I'm totally at fault and I'm tired of being scared to speak up about it. You should be able to go to Dudley's panel if you want, like you said, and do good on it. Hey, Heath. AC is, that's okay. But I didn't start that shit between AC and John. John started that shit. I made a mistake, obviously, going up on a panel. I did. I made it worse, but I didn't have anything to do with the mom or any of that. But I promise you, I did not do it to get attention on me. When I said, and I knew I shouldn't have gone up, it never, ever goes good. I hate that dude. I really, really do. He's been more forgiving to other people. I know. I didn't say that I didn't. Listen, I may mess up a lot, but I felt bad. That's not the first time I've ever done it. But I just figured, hey, because AC does that shit to me, and what I didn't realize was I just didn't want anybody to have to deal with these people. But you know what? Maybe it would have stayed fixed, but I'm telling you what, telling me that I'm more than happy, John. I'm sorry, but you know, I know. That's what I figured with AC in them. You just got to smother them out. I've never met people like that. I guess just people are like, hey, I want to make money and fuck your life up or push you. And I no. Mm-mm. And that crying bullshit. And I'm not doing it anymore because it's stupid. It's so stupid. I haven't been getting the sleep I want to. I get behind on stuff. Clint doesn't like to go out. I like to go out. And then when he's not doing anything, then I go hit the like button. Right? You need to stop being nasty to all of us who speak to you. You're making unnecessary enemies and a laughing stock already. Get it? I understand that, Carrie. I would like to say though, maybe I need to make it up to you. I agree with what you say, 100%. John was going to prolong this sympathy for at least a week. I think you did a service to people, in my opinion. All right. I appreciate people coming in here. Some of us actually just want to have fun and do what we do. Cooch is in there covering something, traders or something. I should be in there having a chill time because never did I think Cooch and I would be cool. I don't know why people have a problem with it. I like you. Hell lot. All right. Please don't text me. I don't need no text from anybody. Kira, none of you. Unless you're one of my moms. Or Kimmy. Thanks. All right. Okay, got it. You're not worky-versatile spokesman. Honestly, please quit texting me unless you want to come in and chill, which I don't foresee we're ever going to be cool. It's cool. I ain't got nothing to say about you or your cousin's sister. Please don't call me. I'm going to have to block this one, I feel like. All right. Okay, we're going to have to decline you. Decline. How do I block you, little sucker? No, we're not going to do that. Let me block him. Block. Something tells me we won't be going for lunch, sir. We're not going to be that cool anymore. Okay. Thank you for making me focus. All right. All right. I don't think John and Brooke and I will ever be like we were before. I don't know. I love Brooke, but sometimes she hurts me because like I don't think she wants to make anybody mad. I get it, but I wish she would come to me about stuff instead of like all behind. Like I know I'm not a good look, but if you're hitting me up behind the scenes, it's like, I get it. I got to prove shit. Let me just focus on this. I'm sorry. Because on God, I did not, all I saw was the first part of the text and I kind of just left it. AC is very disgusting. Right. And I am. But I'm not I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. But I do need to get my ass out and be around people because this is not, I like some people, but this isn't productive for me. It's really not. It's not me. It was me, but it's not going to be me. That's it. Believe it or don't, I know I don't have a good track record, but I do want to have a life again, if that's okay. And if I need to, is what I'm saying. Okay. Thank you, Cooch. I can't understand this phone. I just had to trade this phone in, so pardon me. Okay. 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 So I hit him up at 3:41. I said, John, if you're up, AC is a piece of shit. I said, I had a big meltdown as well. He is a complete POS. You're a better person than him. He goes, who the F are you then? If we spend so much time on the phone talking, then who are you? He didn't even remember. But to be honest, I mean, it was a new phone. I said, this is Jen, and I was just on AC's panel. You don't have to like me, but I fought with him last night over you, and I heard your live and just left his panel. Be mad for me doing it. I don't care. He said, Jesus, Jen. So I said, I can't listen to you in that way. So I took my ass right over. If you don't call me, I'm going to go back over there. He said, I went up on his panel, had to get called a fruitcake and a faggot the whole time. And I took it. Honey, honestly, I shouldn't even say anything because you guys pay more attention to my life than I do. So I'm just not going to bring up anything again. You guys have no idea what I've done today. I bet you wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I'm sorry, Zinger. I do like you. I guess I'll have to show you. And I'm cool with that. I get it. I said, I know. Funny, our friends don't go up for us. And that's the truth. I said, I just left his panel. He said, Jen, if you're friends with Dudley, I can't talk to you. You don't need to sell your soul to someone who pretends to protect you. Okay, John. I said, I'm going back up. I'm not friends with Dudley because that's when Dudley and I got into it. And I said, I'm not friends with them and all that bullshit. I've spoken to him. No offense, Jen, but you handed them guys the win. And that's why John and Brooke got mad at you. We'll talk on IG, sir. But I get it. Okay. I said, I'm going back up. Okay. I went on his panel because AC called you that name and I felt bad because people just call him that. And AC had said it and I was just already pissed off. Again, I shouldn't have gone up. I get it. I said, I'm going back up. He said, just know if and when I find out that you and him are cool, we'll put the final nail in the coffin with me. He said, I'm sure the H word and Sophie are going to come for me now that I mentioned Deadly. Don't go back up. I'm not watching. If you ever want to get at Sophie, say on a live how Deadly said he fisted her loose lips, which I didn't say. I wasn't paying attention because it probably would have came out my mouth. I was so pissed. So, and then the bad comment about Mims. And that's why I blocked it out. You constantly play checkers when we're all playing chess, sweetheart. I didn't say it. I didn't even notice until I was on the phone with somebody. And thank God I didn't say it because I probably would. So If you ever want to get at Sophie, you say on a live. I didn't even say that, but I didn't know anything about any fisting or walls being knocked down. I didn't know. Sophie covered me anyway. I'm not surprised, but I didn't say it. So when that happened, I got mad and I posted it because it's like, okay, you're forgiving everybody else, but then I'm a piece of shit because, and I get it, the thing with Dudley, but why? That's what I feel like because he's always been dismissive as fuck with me. I said it'll be a cold day in hell before you or I end up with cuts on us again. It's past chess, John. I was on Dudley because you were called that name. If you think I don't love the shit out of you, watch the replay. I said he does the same thing to me. I said, love you and so sorry about those pics. That's all I can say. He said, I don't give a fuck if he calls me the F word. Why does this matter to you in your real life? Your real life is coming in here asking me why it matters in my real life to be respectful. Also, they made fun of working at McDonald's. I guess this is something with Jules. Wasn't the first, won't be a last. But now I have Jules cornered something. And I said, well, you have a friend if you want. He follows me everywhere and called you an F, so I don't deal with it. Anyway, if you don't see I care, then that's that. That's it. And he left me on red, which is not surprising. I can do that because I'm not too genuine, I guess. Imagine if you put all this energy into relationships with your kids. Absolutely. But to be completely honest with you, you guys don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And when I say that, I'm not explaining any more of that. I'm not doing it. If you want to listen to what the Peanut Factory said, 100%. You guys don't know. But I can definitely, them watching me, if they are watching me, and I know that if that's really her, I get it. 100%. No. He's never let the pictures go. Absolutely. Because I don't know. Absolutely. I should just be okay with people that I'm okay with and not worry about, because that's what gets me the two-faced shit, and that's where it gets me in trouble. And what I think is okay isn't okay because I just want to be friends with everybody, and it doesn't work that way. People were right about that. And then I am two-faced. I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to like who I like and do my life. I think that he did not, I think he's been annoyed because maybe when I go live, he seems like he's mad. I don't really hear from him. But when I went in that day, he's like, hey, do you want to come up on panel? Because he didn't know what was going on. But they had already been fighting. So, I mean, if he says, hey, do you want to come up and explain everything? Because we've both been affected. I did. I didn't feel like I did anything wrong. He had already had the video, which I would love to play. I've apologized to Missy. I've written to her because she's, getting mad, and I'm asking her, but there's no talking to her. I just wish she would lay off of Noel because I do get, I deleted it. I deleted it because it had stuff about Mims in there. And I've always told people, please don't, because I know that that's very touchy with people. I don't know enough about that situation. Honest to God. I just think that I think when he's done with you, he's done with you. I don't know. I've tried. Right. That's why I told Clint today, I don't want it to get back to what it was. I don't. I love my husband. I want things to be better with my kids. I know. Yeah. Because I get pissed off and then I start running at the mouth. No, it can't happen in a week. Mm-mm. You know, there's just certain things they say and they know it's going to piss me off, especially I don't like people talking about my family. They're adults. There's nothing I can do. Hold on. Pardon me. I'm going to go get my lip gloss. Hey, babe. Is my chapstick in there? My chapstick. I just haven't had anything to drink. I'm sorry. I haven't. No, I'm not out of ice. I just haven't had it. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I gotta put on a t-shirt. Sorry, y'all. Right. Yeah, and it makes sure I know that I've had a lot. Delicious specific. Okay. Sorry. Hey, Rumple Foreskin. We've never had that great of a relationship, but thank you for coming in. Rumple Foreskin came in. Nice to see you. Hey, Kimmy. You do have to trust your mods. It's been crazy. I think I figured, well, I found out who the rogue mod was, so. Poor Chi-Chi don't know friggin' when to come or go with me. AMZ, I was just saying because the comment actually was defending her and it made sense. They put it back in. So oh, well, the thing is when you guys looked at it, did it seem like it was kind of the part where the actual stuff was being said? Because listen, I had already posted it. It was already going to be brought up. I was like, at first, I was like, I'm sorry. That's what I told Julie. She said she was disappointed. But it was like she said, take ownership. I'm trying to take ownership with her. And I understand where she's disappointed. We've been through a lot, but no, I haven't. Sophie said to get the stuff at Michael's, but she trashed me again today and then put all my videos up. So I don't know. I was telling people, hey, we squashed it. Well, we didn't squash it. So that was for short-lived. Hey, get a hold of me later. Sorry you're going through this. I was timed out yesterday, so I wanted to say, hey, it was an accident. Yeah, I was trying to find you. Yep. Here's the thing. If you want me to be completely honest with you, thank you, MC. We did fix it, and sorry about that. If you guys want me to be completely honest with you, probably just spouting out the mouth because he was drunk. The last time he sounded tipsy, brought Sophie in it. It's not going to change the fact. I think it's more that I'm going after people that don't deserve it instead of people that I want to be friends with, to be honest with you. Um, well, I don't know quite about fisting, but I'm glad that I didn't say it. I'm very glad that I didn't say it because I would assume that that would be something that's painful. And I didn't really think that that happened with Dudley and her. I think Dudley, I, I just think Dudley may have just said it. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I realized. I have really sat and thought about it because I know that face of his, and I just realized. Um, I don't want to say anything bad to Brooke because I feel like I think that Brooke. I think that when Brooke I don't think Brooke likes me, to be honest, and that's a really hard thing. I know he didn't. John said that Dudley did say it. Brooke's a really hard. We both said some stuff, but I don't I don't think she likes me, to be honest. And that's a really hard thing to say. I don't think that she's part of it, but I don't think that I'm a good look for her. Does that make sense? Yeah. I mean, I have my faithful people that are going to come over, and they're going to be people that have felt affected by them that may come over here. But how is that a break, Jen? It's the same thing. Well, tree, wait a minute. Are you the trees? Are you that one trees lady, the one that was really mean to me? Because she's like, how is that a break? My God, this isn't a place to make friends. And then you're like, nobody likes you. That's kind of up and down. How is that a break, Jen? My God. Hold on. Clint should make you sit down and watch your presence over the past. Okay, but no one likes you. Okay. Is this the trees lady? I'm just asking, was this Miss Trees from back in the day? I'm just asking. Okay. Well, Trees, thank you. I appreciate what you have to say, and I'm sorry that you don't like me, but have a wonderful day. Yeah, the other Trees was with the Z, I think, and I don't think we parted on the greatest of ways, but I did like her channel. There's an ulterior motives like they're using you. Yeah. Julie's changed a lot. And I've said it. I said it to her today. I said, I'm really, really sorry that, about what I did to you and Cooch. And for the longest time, you can ask Cooch, I've not said anything to one of them. That was another situation when I said, I'm not going to do that. And I haven't. Cooch will tell you there's nothing where I'm sharing any messages between the both of them. In fact, Julie would just heart something that I had on IG. She never talked to me. That's it. I think the text thing is what it is. She said they're really cool with the other party, and that's it. We did not really get too far in stuff, but there's stuff about her I would never tell anybody. I wish Julie, she doesn't hate me. Okay. She doesn't hate me. She's really disappointed in me. I just, yeah. Stop comments, people things to say, and Jen to see comments. I'm bringing them up, Angela. What more do you want me to do? Cornball. Well, I was wondering when you would come in. I'll just block you. Listen, I know when I'm a bad look for somebody. I get it. I get it. I get it 100%. That is how I feel. I think that if Brooke, I think honestly, when the one person said that if you're hanging out with me, then you can't come back. And so that is what I think it is. I think because the one person that has really never liked me, who I said she modded for me, I have to be honest with you, I heard her say something. So that's probably why Brooke's not coming in. I don't think it should be like that. That's what I absolutely think. I think Brooke likes me, but I think Brooke wants to please everybody. It's kind of been like that. Why do people call you a mole rat? Honey, I don't know what a mole rat is. What is that? And you guys think I should get a 5150 and Camden is of sound mind. Got it. But you know, John will be her first number one. She will protect him at all, right? And that's why we've always fought. I told her you always take his side, and she said that she would, and that's fine. The only thing that was bullshit is she's told me to start taking accountability. And it's like, no, I'm not taking. Yeah. I'm not. And I told her, I told her, why should I have to take accountability for all of it? But she said he was sticking up for me. I didn't feel that he was. And I don't think she just wanted me to say anything. And she said that I should take accountability. Well, he was already fighting with KK. So I'm not taking accountability for that. I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not. Hey, Boeing. See, if I hate people, that person was in a room that hated me last night. Guess what? They're cool to me. That's what trolls do, I guess. I don't have any problem with the person. They come in and they're cool. I'm awesome with that. But I've been fighting with a lot of people. When I said I looked at my Reddit stuff, each person you time out makes your stream less watchable. Angela, would that be the real you, my dear? Because I would like to have a discussion with you, if okay. Because a lot of you guys don't hit me up on IG. You really don't. And, you know. Right. And you're right. That's the same thing. Like I said, I don't know if I'll ever talk to Ellie. I don't know if I'll talk to Marielle. There are a lot of people that have his back. I get it 100%. Same with me. I don't want Julie to choose. I think that Julie and I don't know what's going to happen with Julie and I. To be honest, I have nothing bad to say about her. And I don't think he misses Sophie. I definitely don't think he misses Sophie. Brooke is his heart. I think in a sense, because he had said something that somebody talked to him and he looks down. I know him like the back of my hand. No, Angela, I'm not talking to you. There was an Angela Jade. I'm sorry if you felt that way. I'm sorry. Hey, Brenna. Yeah. I think a lot of people are gaslighting me. People like Missy, people like Brandy, and I need to ignore them because that is what gets me paranoid about shit. Not even lying. I see Missy going, oh, the cops are going to come for you. And I just, it gets me paranoid. I don't know. I don't want to be back in that place that I was before. And that's the truth. I don't ever want to be back in a place where I'm homeless or anything. And I think maybe they feed off of that and want that to happen. I would not want that to happen to anybody for real, 100%. But I don't have to respond to Jules. In fact, let me be honest with you. I don't need to respond to anybody because the thing is I get all riled up and I act an ass. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be online all the time. I have been online. I don't want to be. And I'll be completely honest with you. It will be hard as hell. That is the absolute truth. It's hard. because there are a lot of people that I really like, even though we've never met, but I have connections with people way beyond. And I'm sorry people look at it like that. I'm in a new area. I don't know a lot of people here. And when I say I don't really want to talk to my school friends because I look stupid, I really do. You were in jail, or are you still with that guy from Love After Lockup? Are you still, the whole meth thing? I don't want to explain it. It's freaking embarrassing as shit. Yeah. Like I'm bringing up shit and it's repetitive. I heard people say, I don't want to sound like that, bro. I really, really don't. I'm telling you for sure, I'm having a lot of issues with what happened when me and Clint split up. I know that. And I'm working on that. But you know what? At the end, yeah. That's why I asked Clint. I said, can I start doing them at the dog park again? I need to be out doing stuff because my husband, we're night and day, we do get out like today. And I like to talk about my day because the regular stuff, I get up, I'm telling Clint, you need to go downstairs and get the laundry going. We have a big, huge pile. And I'm up there doing my laundry. And then, he takes his shower and then he's got to go, do his thing. And then I got to and it's all stuff I need to do. I'm not saying that I'm any better or worse, but I'm just saying I'm pretty productive. It's more having to get out and meet people that I'm struggling with. That's what I'm struggling with. That's all I have is my husband, and I'm in the house, and I'm with my dogs. Angela, I understand that, but I like doing my verticals. I like doing that. And that's something me and my husband are talking about because he did say at first, he's like, yeah, well, you don't need to do it. I didn't realize it till I asked Clint. And what I'm taking is this shit I need to let it go. It is what it is. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do. Okay. You shouldn't have a pile of laundry. We did a whole load of laundry. What are you talking about? Zing, what, honey, when you do 2 loads of laundry and you put it on the bed while you're taking a shower, chances are it's going to take me a hot minute because I got to sort. Honey, is there anything I can do that's okay? I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. We do laundry every day. Bed sheets aren't going to wash themselves. I do. Yeah. Missy is a very, very cruel person. Like she literally wants me to go back to jail for what I don't know. And I never knew all the shit she had about me. Missy scares the fuck out of me. I don't know why. Because she showed my intake video and she just threatens me. Yeah, I have laundry every day. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Clint?
What?
Right. Zing Zinger, listen. Everybody does laundry. Yes, I know. Honey, I'm like I said, I slept on my right side. I slept on my right side. Is that bad because I said it? Yeah. No. Sometimes Zinger, you just feel like taking a shower before you fold up clothes. I would have to say it's probably better I'm washing my sheets and sleeping on, Uh-huh. No, I just say that because I get mad because I could tell there's a lot. Listen, if anybody, you're right. Most, laundry sucks. I just hate when people say you're not doing anything. It's like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Absolutely, I do. Yeah. Jen, let me ask you this, and then I'm done. Do you want Clint or do you want the internet? I want more Clint and my family, but I do like to do verticals and I like to craft, but I need to put that first. And who I was then is not who I am now. I'm sorry. It could have went to that, but it's not. I actually know what's going on now. I think that's what it is. I think had I known what was going on now, that I would probably have known not to violate orders and went to the police. I truly, I'm very sorry. But from that time until I went to jail, I'm not going to say I was of sound mind. I definitely was. And even the jail knew that. I think what me and Clint do and me and his family do and what goes on with me and what family is going to be kept in my family. Absolutely. I'm trying to be as real as I can, but I have to start making some boundaries. I have to, because I've had a problem with this and I do a lot of stupid shit that I should not be doing. Yep. I explain it and then I'm telling everybody everything. I don't know. I'm just telling you that yeah, I'm just telling you when I get to a point with something, I don't know why it took looking at Geological City from 4 years ago and to see that I was still being a cocky little shit and fighting with people. I don't know what it was. And I just told Clint, I said, oh my God, all these people I call dorks, but I looked like a dork. Like, dude, I look stupid. And if that's how I'm coming across, I don't want to look like that. I'm sorry I'm sorry that you feel that way. I guess I'm sorry, it won't. It absolutely won't. I'm sorry that you feel that way. A dark road to me was thinking that Clint died and throwing Maria 4 funerals and all that. I think that I may not be doing as great as you would like, but I would think from there to where I am now. No fly strips. No, yeah. Regressed? Yes. Back to that? No, definitely not. I'm sorry you feel that way though. Yeah, we do it every day. It's just today we were doing blankets and stuff. I can't, girl, do you know I broke the dryer because I put shoes in there? I wasn't doing it right. So I can't stuff things into the washer. I'm sure you guys understand that. And that's what I've always done. I should have been there. Definitely, definitely. Laundry is not fun. It's not. I like doing it. I'm just still at the fact that I went to go take a shower and then decided to fold laundry afterwards. Just all I'm saying, well, honestly, I don't have to say anything else about that because that's my private life, what I haven't blabbed out about it. You want to know why? Because I allowed people like Missy, who wants me to go back to jail, people that are saying this and that are, I'm sorry. And then I'll go to Clint because it was a very bad time in my life and I'm dealing with it still. If I had been in sound mind, believe you me, I wouldn't have went to jail. I'm sorry, I wouldn't have. Never. Never would I. No, I don't care anymore what Jules thinks about me. To be completely honest, fighting with her would be like going back 4 years when I was in Reddit. Jules is Jules, and I'm never going to meet her. And I really, to be honest with you, it's pretty much how I feel about AC. It's stupid. Definitely not blaming others. But you're not going to get me for that time. Mm-mm. If anybody thinks I was a sound mind, come on. I had crisis center. So I'm sorry. You have your opinion and I have mine. I'm not going to pay attention to what Brandy or Destiny, Mm-mm. I don't even need to say it. After a while, I promise you, and I hate to say it because I ain't taking one for the team anymore. Like, I'll stick up for you, but I'm not taking any more for the team because I'm just creating shit for myself. But they'll end up finding somebody else. I'm trying not to engage anymore. Let them find somebody else. I'll feel bad for them, but not doing it. All I can do at the end of the day is try not to respond. And then if something, then it's going to reflect. I don't know. Honestly, I'm just tired of it. And I told Clint, he said, because he doesn't want me on every day. And I'm not going to lie. It was kind of hard, honestly, but but when I say I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. Like if I get a call from somebody in my family, I will be there for sure, for sure. Well, I absolutely. But Zing Zinger, again, you're going to be a person that I say, no, you need to, I'm sorry, that's the way you feel. Sorry. I don't know if the person that reached out to me is actually that person. I think I've been as nice as I can. This is a situation where I don't think that she needs to be involved in it. We've had this problem before. If it was her that left the comment, I was trying to be very polite to her. That's it. I consider her family, and that's what it is. She's extended family, and I just, Brandy and all them can come here, come by all means, but it's just creepy to me at this point. But I did say to her, if it is her, I said, you know what? Thank you. I've never considered her a part of my family, but we are a blended family. And as long as we want the best, and I think it's stupid, nobody should be talking to Brandy. I mean, it's disrespectful all the way around. Now I know I have more people than Alice watching, and it's weird. Like, I'll just start deleting comments. I told her what I said today, and if she feels like she wants to email me or continue watching me or bring it to where it doesn't need to, that's on her. She's extended family, and I have nothing more to say. But honestly, Jen, even if you made 500 to 1,000 a month doing this, it's not worth it. You shouldn't feel nervous to come up here. I'm not nervous anymore. Well, people like Missy, I'm going to tell you, are people like Brandy. They scare me, and they know that. So I'm going to do the best that I can to ignore them. But in a situation with them, like they're out for blood with me. And it's like, I don't want it to have to get to something. But that's a situation where it's like, no, this is beyond internet. I don't want to deal. Plus, Missy making that piano keys thing about Noelle, like it's getting bad. I've apologized. I've done everything I can. I've told her, stop. She won't, but it's just, there's just something about her. I don't know. She was either just how she treated Noah. I just don't think that there's no happiness for her in life. Like she wants me. It's just a very sad thing. I've even tried saying other things, but it don't matter. Just me. How do people get addicted to drugs? It would be with the J. Slowly in time, it gets more and more. I don't want Jen to do this, but it's going to happen. What drugs am I allegedly on? Because this is another question. People in my real life are wondering if I'm doing this. What drugs am I doing? Because that's one I would just think after the balloon that she said, the huffing cans, Clinton and I are clean. I at this point, I'm not even gonna, you guys don't believe what you want. But I'm telling you, definitely not that. Promise. Well, let me ask you this while we're on it. Hold on. Okay, so y'all know that I have panic attacks. Y'all know that I do stupid, like mental stuff. Why would I do drugs to further hinder? Does that make any sense to anybody? I'm a hypochondriac, but I'm the first to want to try an illicit drug that Clint's had a problem with. I want to put myself in that situation. I'm sorry. Internet, Jen, it's an obsession. It is. Well, then you could have said that. You spelled drugs, and maybe you got obsession wrong with it. I get it. I get it. I understand that. But I think Missy, and I have a screenshot, Missy, talking about a kitty cat and playing a piano with her fingers. I'm not saying that whatever with Noelle. I won't. It just makes me sick. Why? Because the shit with me. But a grown woman saying that her kitty cat and playing piano fingers, it just was disgusting, in my opinion. But I guess, it's not my anything. I just was like, you're gross. Let's just say both the situations were gross, but because who Missy is to act like she's so self-righteous and everybody else should be locked up or they're this and that, I'm sorry, it's astounding to me. Astounding to me. It's done. I did. I left YouTube for a year, and that's what I said today. I left YouTube for a year very briefly in the very beginning. IG. I started the channel because of Jules and Lisa Ann. That's the truth. An instrument. She was playing an instrument. I'm sorry if you felt that way. I'm sorry. Y'all make me nervous. And while we're at it, what really made me mad, Julie, I so want to say that because I really did one for the team and got my ass. No, I didn't. I was never told to get offline. I was never told to get offline. The only reason that my probation officer at that time, and we're talking 2.5 years ago, was because Maria was calling Andrazo, called my probation officer multiple times. Maria will say that. She owns that shit. That's why I said calling people's probation officer. I mean, get one per, but that's not me. Sorry. The only time I agreed to somebody going to jail was when they got in trouble for doing the same thing to me that I did. Oddly enough, Brandy said I got set up, and I just, went with her. But, either way, it needed to be rectified. But I was never told I couldn't be online. I don't know what you're talking about. What she said was because there was mass calling and they were calling her supervisor. That's what was going on. And she was like, hey, and That was in the beginning, and Alice actually knows about my channel. In fact, she goes and likes things up. So I don't know what you're talking about. At first, it's been 2 years. My mother-in-law and I are great, actually. Send salutations. I feel like I talked to you in the very beginning and we were friends, or you're just somebody that knows me. I don't really know. Mm-mm. I have to have boundaries, and that's just how it is. And with real life people, that is what it is. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, is there anything else you wanted to ask me about my probation? Because to be honest with you, it wasn't hard to do it because I had known her from jail. It wasn't hard to do it. And I think I have like one of the higher people, and I honestly, I do better with structure, and I kind of miss her, to be honest with you. She straightened my ass up. So I did have the channel afterwards. It wasn't like I was, I was told to stay off because people kept mass calling. I don't see why that's any weird. I waited a year. I was scared shitless. Watched my first one. Okay. I believe Maria stated she called because Clint called her. You were getting an RO for her being in SoFlo. So Clint actually called Maria because he thought you were acting crazy. Well, because Maria scares the shit out of Clint, and Clint's not talking to anybody now. Believe you me, he's gotten over the shit with Maria. He's pretty sick of her posting pictures with Tracy. The reason I was going to get an RO on Maria is because Maria was bothering the shit out of me. It had nothing to do with SoFlo, to be honest. Maria's another one that I would get scared with. I'm not scared of Maria anymore. Maria's life is what it is, and she can't be happy. Let her suck on a lollipop like I did. I don't know. Maria's Maria. I don't even want to cover or talk about her. There was a reason, and I didn't turn it in. I was going to. I went in the courtroom, in the courthouse, but I did not turn it in. And she knows that. Let her lie. I don't care. I didn't know that. And I don't care what anybody says. When I left the hive, this shit started. And that's the truth. Nobody wants to see the facts. So I'm just going to have to ignore the shit out of her until it is what it is. But everybody knows. I feel like she's just going to keep covering me, and she'll just keep at this behavior before she can't behave like this. I don't know. Calling her names doesn't work. Saying this and that. They know what's going on. It's hate binding right now, and this is her life. It is. I don't care what anybody says. So Looney, you're trying to get Jen to talk about Jules and a kid. No. Here's the thing. Nobody in my room comes in acting the way y'all's chat does. Let's not act like I don't have no. People are allowed to come in and defend people. I have more respect for them because I would do that. I can clown. I just am not going to dedicate my time. She's an asshole. What is so horrible about that? She said way worse about me. Don't hold me to the cross. She's not to blame for everything in my life, but this last year, absolutely. Don't care. Facts are facts. And they do turn on you. All of them do. I don't know how she does that, but they all do. She's got good friends, for sure. Whew. Okay, that's fine. It's the hive that liked you and then didn't. I don't like that the bee at all, but hearing. You know what? I kind of feel like you might be, you type a lot like Jules does. You really do. I'm not trying to be mean, but I've seen you type like this, ma'am. Maybe you're not, but look, okay, I'm out. It's the hive that liked you and then didn't. I don't like that bee at all, but hearing, that's not what happened. Oh, you guys are all coming in again. Hold on. Sorry, I should have. My bad. Why are people getting timed out? Because these are Jules's trolls. And it's, oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let my mods do it. Sorry. Thank you. I'm not used to people coming in. I told Clint today, I said, I bet you I'm canceled. No doubt in my mind. Nobody wants to feel like they're canceled. I like my channel. I busted my ass. I don't think 4,000, even if it's hate people, but I need to do me. This isn't me arguing. Well, I mean, this is not what I'm capable of. That's what I'm saying. I'm capable of more than this, because this is getting repetitive and I'm losing followers that I've always had. Do you get what I'm saying? That I just, I don't know. Well, that's your opinion. Maybe the Uncle, okay, Rumple Foreskin. I'm sorry. Yeah. I think they expect for me to stop it all the time. I thought she was done covering me. But when she wasn't covering me, they were covering Kendra, and I got a soft spot in my heart for Kendra because Kendra's good people. She may not agree with what I do, but she does stick up for me. And I don't think Kendra's this. No, that's Warkeeper. Bye. I just have a soft spot in my heart for Kendra. I just always thought people wanted me and her to fight, and I don't want to fight with her. And I think what she's doing is a hell of a lot better than me. I'm sorry, but I like Kendra. I like Kendra a lot, a lot, a lot. Yeah, I do like Kendra a lot. I could be best friends with her down the road. I probably could. I think she's gotten some shit. I'm very surprised. And people that would know about this would know. I'm very, very, very. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very, very, very surprised about this. I never thought Jules would be able to pull all this off. I'm sorry, but this is no offense, she's entertained. I never, ever, 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 ever thought it would get like this. Ever. It's crazy. I get it. So it does sell, but you sell your soul, and I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. Hard as hell, though. What, Mama? Honey, we got to get this out, sis. I feel like you're one of the ones I have to close the door on. So I'm a bad person because of one deadly, but you were in there last night. So I don't really know who you are, and I'm really, really sorry. I have to get this out or it wouldn't be me. You are probably up there with Missy, Jasmine. I have to be honest with you. I think you're about as disgusting as her. And I'm sorry, guys. I have to say that. She's blocked. I want nothing to do with this human being. She's another one, guys. Split. That this is what I look like. Oh, here's my old phone. I think we got everything. I think I covered everything, honestly. Go hang out with Clinton. I do. What do you mean? Did I do something wrong? Everyone is sick of the same story. I like her feistiness shows who you really are. Why I try. I'm sorry. I just needed to get that out. I'm not lying. I had to get it out because I'm sorry. I had to get that out. I'm sorry. I had to get it out. I will never, I'm not unblocking people again. That wasn't worth it. And it's not fair to my mod's algorithm. She can never come in again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But she'll never come in again. Ever. All right. So I need to do things on a schedule. I don't know, that's the best thing that I can work on. And I think if I do that and just say, hey, this is what we're going to cover, or we're just, I can't do this. So if anybody's mad at me, just let's get the grievances out and then I'm going to get off because I'm hungry. You make sure if anybody's messaging, and then we're done. Okay. I'm ready to be a businesswoman. Are we good? I apologize. We're good. All right. Thank you guys for coming in. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys. I don't really know